They were city boys, used to streetlights, noise, and crowds that never truly went silent. The party in the province had gone on longer than expected. Laughter, music, cheap drinks, stories told too loud. By the time they checked their phones, it was already past midnight. No trikes anymore, Marco said, squinting at the empty road. There's a shortcut, the host told them casually. Just a forest path. You'll be fine. That was how the three of them, Marco, Ben, and Luis, ended up standing at the edge of the forest with a single flashlight between them. The trees swallowed light. The path was narrow, damp, and smelled of wet earth. Crickets chirped, then stopped all at once, as if something had passed through them. Marco took the lead with the flashlight. Ben walked in the middle. Luis stayed behind, glancing over his shoulder every few steps. That's when Ben remembered the story. In the province, he said quietly, they say when something follows you in the forest, the middle one dies. Marco laughed nervously. That's just to scare kids. Still, a minute later, Marco slowed down. Let's switch. They rotated positions. Luis moved to the front. Marco took the middle. Ben went to the back. The forest felt tighter now. Branches scraped against unseen shoulders. Leaves crunched behind them, always just one step too close. The flashlight flickered. Did you hear that? Luis whispered. Footsteps echoed, not matching theirs. Too light, too careful. They stopped. The footsteps stopped. When they walked again, it followed. They switched positions again, and again. No one wanted to stay in the middle for too long. Each time someone took that spot, the air around them felt colder, heavier, like breath pressed against the neck. Then the flashlight went out. Total darkness. Something exhaled between them. Don't move, Marco whispered. The light snapped back on. Ben was gone. No scream, no struggle, just an empty space where the middle had been. They ran. Branches clawed at their arms. The path twisted unnaturally. The flashlight beam shook violently as Marco tried to count footsteps, 2 sets instead of 3. Behind them, something walked calmly. They burst out of the forest just as the beam died for good. Streetlights greeted them like salvation. The road was empty, peaceful, unreal. When they finally dared to look back, the forest stood still. Silent. Too silent. The police searched for days. They found Ben's shoe, clean, neatly placed in the center of the path. Years later, Marco and Luis never spoke about it again. But sometimes, when walking in the city late at night, they still switch positions without realizing it. And they never, ever walk in the middle.